This is a Corrupted Crossroads rant. I'm gonna do this quick because I don't feel like actually caring about the game anymore. So, anyways, the good thing that I like about this game is mostly the original soundtrack and the classes, the corrupted classes that is, and then there is the lore. It has lore. Yeah, but that's about it. The bad thing that I don't like is that how the some abilities are good, some abilities are great, some abilities are bad, and some of them that just never use. That or they just don't work. Or what is even the point of using them if you cannot even use them correctly or for something? They're mostly good for patches or achievements. I mean, it has to, right? Yeah, it has to. The another thing is mostly the classes for the survivors. Well, honestly, I don't mind some of them, but then we have wizard that apparently is effective more the elements like fire, poison, and ice or freezing. Yeah, I'd rather not use it. Uh, but at least useless is actually quite accurate. So yeah, that's a good class that actually makes it up for this name. Then we have the swords. The swords are actually very expensive, and apparently the skins are more expensive than the regular swords. That's yeah. Thank you so much, Corrupted Crossroads. Thank you so much for making me buy the same sword, except that it changes something. That's pretty cool. I mean, it changed the chase team. That's. Uh, why didn't they just make an option for 5 chase teams? That way, you have an excuse to make chase teams for the corrupted, and you can actually make a variety of them because you don't have to rely so much on the swords. But yeah, you have to actually avoid this first if you want to actually change your M1. Not the abilities, the M1. Apparently an M1 costs more than the abilities themselves. Uh, and speaking of M1s, what about the corrupted? Apparently I found that some players rather would play Survivor than play Killer. Maybe because the game feels more. It gives more freedom to survivors to be creative rather than being creative with the killers. Maybe it's that, I don't know. But uh, I found a server that apparently is just varied of an Elliot cosplayer, I guess. That it was mostly the killer because the other players rather not play as the killer or corrupted at this point. But now let's talk about the maps. The maps are actually very unique. Some of them are big, some of them are medium, and others are small. But at the same time, they can also feel narrow, especially in the lab server. Suddenly, it looks more like a server map because of the whole thing of the server being the main thing that we have to do, and now about the task that they ask us to do. So one of them is actually okay. The other one is kind of bug, but I think they can fix it. The third one is more about guessing the right code, and the last one is the fleet facility puzzle thingy, the one with the computers. Yeah, that is not really so enjoyable. Shooting. You can be very vulnerable in that state. Okay, so what about? Okay, there is lore. Yeah, what do you want me to expect? It's just lore. Uh, what else I can talk about this game? Honestly, that's about it. Because there is nothing else I can really talk about besides the skins. I mean, they don't really do any impact into the game besides looking different to the others. So, yeah, there's that. Is it the game fun? I mean, yes, but at the same time, no, because you have to do the whole puzzles over and over and over again. I honestly don't feel like it. But what is my final opinion about this game? Well, the game is actually fun, but not so much. It's a game that you could actually play for a while, but then you will just get bored of it and leave. So yeah, it's one of those games. Yeah, is it? Well, it's not good, but it's not bad either. It just meh. It's not really so much for people taste, which is good. Probably explain why it doesn't have the same amount of players as before. But I like that it has potential in it. Oh yeah. By the way, if there are blue squares, it means that if somehow you see blue squares while you're tequila, it means that the hit didn't really. Well, you actually hear it, but the server didn't recognize it, and the hitboxes are quite broken. Yeah, they are actually broken. Apparently, they don't know the difference between green or red. I don't know. I don't know what is even wrong with the hitboxes anymore. Oh, by the way, you can actually camp a task and literally just make both teams lose by not letting the characters win. I think they fixed it, but I'm not sure because apparently you can still do this in other maps, mostly in A51 or something. Yeah, they didn't cover too much into how are you gonna get out the apartment. We don't feel like doing these tags anyway. It's just boring. But yeah, that's Corrupted Crossroads. The rant, hooray, yay! Play it each one, play it each you don't. If you don't like it, then that's okay. And if you enjoy it, the game, that's also fine too. Do whatever you want with your experience in Roblox. But for now, please take care. And hopefully, hmm, yeah, I just didn't like the game so much. Especially about the update. What do you mean I need 25k in cat coins in order to make customizable voice lines? I'm not Mr. Beast. Also, that aged poorly.